What's up, students? So in this video I'm going to show you how to sort a group of data and then take it away from a constant number. So I've got my data set over here. It's just randomly written numbers, and I'm going to show you how to sort them in ascending or descending order. So you select the data and then you go on sort and you sort it from smallest to the largest. And then once it is sorted, you can always group it and then give it like a color scheme so that you can differentiate it in a group. Going on, use as many colors as you can so that you can easily differentiate the different groups. Oops, that's just a single one. 78. Right, so that's my data separated, and now if I was to make groups, that is from 10 to say 20, so I have grouped my data over here. So going from 10 to 19 is one group, from 10 to 20 is one group, from 21 to 30 is another, 30 to 31 to 40 is another, and then so on. And now over here I can easily note the frequency. All I got to do is just count. That's 2. 21 to 30 is again 2. 31 to 40 is 3, 4. 41 to 50 is again 2. 51 to 60 is 1. And then 61 to 70 we don't have any value, so it's a 0. 71 to 80 is a 3. That's because that's a 3. And 90, 81 to 90 is again a 2, and 91 to 100 is again 2. So you got your frequency here, and now I'm going to show you how to calculate the mean of all of this data. So I've just, in a small cell over here, I have written mean so that I know that the cell corresponding to it, that's this one, is in fact the mean of all of this data. So what I do is I highlight all of it and right click, I highlight all of the data, and I'll have to move different part of the screen. If you go on this option here which says auto sum, let me zoom in. So it says auto sum. When you click it, you get an option called average. When you press that, what happens is under the data you get the average of all the numbers. That's this column here. See, it says that is the average from D6 to D23. So now that we have the average as the mean, we can do our the rest of the calculation. So what I've done here is I have organized the data a bit in a better way. So I've made my groups here, mean of all, and found the mean of the group, the frequency. Now I'm going to show you how to take away the mean of the group that I calculated here, and I have pasted it here just so that it is easier to access, and take it away from take away the mean from the mean of all data from the mean of the group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my equal to. When you press equal to in Excel understands that you're going to enter a formula. So I highlight this data here, minus, and then I select this cell here, enter. That is going to calculate the x minus mu, which is 15.5 minus 53.16. If I want to find it for the rest of the values, I can always just drag it down. But before that, if you go ahead and do that, what is going to happen is it is going to give you an error. That is because this column is being dragged down as well with respect to this one. So in order to avoid that situation, what you do is you make a small change to the formula here. You introduce the $sign, which is shift plus 4, enter. And when you do that, this value here is fixed, and then when I drag it down, I have my value calculated for the rest of my numbers. And mu minus x squared would simply be equal to, highlight this cell, to the power, which is shift plus 6 to enter, and then I just drag it down for the rest of the values. That is it. And frequency times x minus mu squared would be, again, starting with my equal to 2 times mu minus x squared, enter, and then I just drag it down. And in the end, to find the sum of the frequency times x minus mu squared, all I do is I highlight it and then right click, oops, wrong option. So you highlight the data, then you go on auto sum, click auto sum, sum of all. When you click the sum of all, what is going to happen is your cell right under all of the data will be the sum of all of this data. I'm just going to copy it and paste it here, and I will do the same thing for this set of data. Highlight, auto sum, sum, and that is my sum of all the data. Copy and paste it here. I hope this video helped. Good luck.